Greetings and welcome back to Standing Watch Talking Points. If a person is not feeling that well, he will perhaps get a pulse of his health by going to a doctor. The doctor, upon examining him and maybe doing some tests, will give him some advice, perhaps write him a prescription to put his health back on track. Now, today I want to talk about the pulse of the nations, the white Anglo-Saxon nations, namely United States and Great Britain, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa. Now, recently there was an article stating that since 1973 to 2013, in the United States alone, there was 55 million abortions. I mean, that's just mind-boggling that United States in that 40-year period killed so many innocent babies, potential sons of God. And those figures do not include the abortion figures for Canada and Great Britain and these other nations. So I'm positive that the figure is considerably higher, perhaps even as much as 70, 80 million, which is twice the population of Canada and the whole population of Great Britain, which is just a little over 75 million. It's just appalling when you think of it, and that's just one area of where there are problems. The other problem facing these nations is debt. People are way over their heads as far as the use of credit and the abuse of credit. For example, the United States has a $17 trillion debt. I mean, you can hardly put your mind around a figure of that size. And what that basically means is that every man, woman, and child in the United States has a $50,000 debt. So a baby born in the United States has an automatic $50,000 debt to pay for, which is totally unsustainable. And you look at crime and murder in these nations, which is on the increase, and a lot of the crimes and murder that we read about are related to drugs. And of course, drugs is a big problem in these nations. I mean, United States is the largest consumer of both legal and illegal drugs. And that is just appalling when you think of it. You know, the minds being altered by drugs. And of course, we have the problem with marriage, the redefinition of marriage. You know, the biblical definition of marriage is a marriage between a man and a woman. And now they're trying to redefine the biblical definition by having same-sex marriage, which is a total abomination to God and totally against the principles that are taught in the Bible. Now, I have a booklet that is free and there's no follow-up for money, and it's called The Fall and Rise of Britain and America. And it goes into great detail as to why United States and Great Britain will fall, but the good news is they will rise again. Now, we are not going to, no matter what we do, we're not going to make this world a better place. The only solution for mankind is the return of Jesus Christ as King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Now, there's also another program I'd like to bring your attention to, and that's called the Standing Watch program. The Standing Watch program is presented by Evangelist Norbert Link, and he talks about current events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. And he talks about the problems in the United States and Great Britain and the nations around the world, and how there is a solution offered by God and offered by the Bible. I mean, when you look at conditions in the world with the famines and the earthquakes and the cold weather we're having right now, breaking all kinds of records, you have to sit back and wonder what's going on. I mean, is there an explanation for this? Is there an end result? And there is, and Mr. Link brings this out. So you owe it to yourself to listen to this program. Now, if you want to receive this free booklet, for which there is no follow-up, The Fall and Rise of Great Britain and America, you can email us or you can mail us. If you want to email us for the booklet, it's at Church of God, a Christian Fellowship, at tellus.net. Now, if you want to write for it, it's Church of God, a Christian Fellowship, Post Office Box 1480, Summerland, BC, VOH 1Z0. And for the Standing Watch program, you can watch it at standingwatch.org. So you do yourself a favor and write for this booklet, and certainly watch the program by Mr. Norbert Link. So until next time, this is Rene Messier for the Standing Watch Talking Points.